Want to speak real Turkish from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at turkishclass101.com.
Hello, merhaba, ben Seda. Welcome to turkishclass101.com. Today we'll talk about how to pronounce Turkish consonants. As you know there are 29 Turkish letters in Turkish alphabet and 8 of them are vowels and the rest of them, 21 of them are consonants. And in Turkish there are two separate groups of consonants. One group is hard consonants and the other is soft consonants. It's not our main subject for today, the hard consonants, soft consonants and the rules about them. But I just want to make a quick note for you so you can try to listen why we are saying that these are hard or these are soft consonants. In Turkish, maybe you know it, but we use a lot of suffixes to make everything actually. The words, the verbs, or whatever you want to make, you have to add a prefix or suffix. So the rules about how to add them, we have different rules for vowels and different rules for consonants. And for consonants, we have these hard consonants and they get softened and the consonant mutation happens. So you need to know which ones are which. So I have, actually we had this when I was in primary school. Fıstıkçı Şahap. Fıstıkçı Şahap. This doesn't mean anything actually, but these two words have all the hard consonants in it. That's how we memorized them when we were kids. So as you can notice that we had to learn them as well as native speakers. But Fıstıkçı Şahap was a way of memorizing them. Let me just check and tell which ones are the hard consonants to you, so I don't miss anything. So, ç, I will probably put them here somewhere. So, ç, f, h, k, p, s, ş, t. I just made the sounds. I didn't read the letters. If I read the letters, ç, f, h, k, p, s, ş, t, as in Fıstıkçı Şahap. So, the rest of them are the letters, are the soft consonants. So, for example, why I'm talking about this, for example, we have a word, kitap. Kitap. It means book. So, it's okay. It ends with p, which is a hard consonant. So, if I want to add something to that word, for example, if I want to make my book, so I will need to add for that. So if I add to kitap, it makes kitap, kitapım, kitapım. It's really unnatural. It's really hard for me to pronounce that as a native speaker. I think that's why we have this consonant mutation rules to make it easier to pronounce. So instead of kitapım, the P changes into a B. So I say kitabım. This is not just for saying I also write kitabım. As I said it before, this is a different rule. It's not about pronunciation, but this is why you need to know there are two different types of consonant in Turkish, which this makes the basic of learning how to add things. So keep that in mind and keep Fıstıkçı Şahap in your mind so you can remember. Other than that, let's try to pronounce it, okay? So, we'll start with B, B, B, B, B, B. It's on the lips. B, B, B, B. Baba, baba, bakkal, bakkal, bak, bak. Okay? And let's continue with C, ceket, ceket, cami, cami, cadde, cadde. So it's very different than English. The sound, the C sound, we use it as j, j, j, j. It's here, j, cadde. It's like in English jacket, and jacket is the same thing. And it's the letter J, I think. The sound of letter J in English. It's the sound of letter C in Turkish. So, J, cami. Okay? Let me check because I'm skipping the vowels, so I have to check so I don't miss any consonants. Yeah, ch, ch. This is a sound, this is a letter that most of the languages don't have in their alphabet. So it might be different, but if you think about it, in English, it's with like C and H together. So it probably make the same sound. So it's ç, ç, ç, ç, çarşı, çarşı, çorap, çorap, ç, ç, çamaşır, çamaşır, çamaşır. So that was it. And for the letter D, d, d, d, d. It's again here, d, d, d. I don't know if you can see it. D, d. Daire, daire, daire. Davet, davet, davet. Davet. Devlet, devlet, devlet. Deve, deve, deve. So, let's continue with the letter F. F, f. It's really on the lips. If I put a paper here, let's try with this, for example. It moves the leaves, okay? So, yeah, don't spit, but make some breath come out. So, fiyat, fiyat, fiyat, fiyat, fiyat. Fare, fare, fare, fare, f. As you notice, I'm not giving you the translation of these words. This is just, I want you to focus on the pronunciation, not the meanings. But the finding of the meaning will be your homework, okay? You need to go, and if you don't know some of these words, you need to check them out. I will write every word here so you can see how they are written. So it will be a homework for you. Okay, let's continue with G. This is again a little bit different than English. It's from here, g, g, g. It's in the throat. G, g, g, g, g. Gaye, gaye, gaye. Gayret, gayret, gayret. Let me check another. Güzel, güzel, güzel. Gamze, gamze, gamze. Okay. And the weird letter, the soft G, we call it yumuşak G. We can't just make the sound. It's we don't have just a short name for it. It's yumuşak G. It's like soft G, and the sound is like it's really funny when I make it, but it's like it's like a ghost voice. It's on the throat, but it's not like it's just it's like you're hurting somewhere. When you read it, it's generally there should be a vowel in front of it and after it, so it's like you're making the sound of those vowels a little bit longer. For example, ağaç and a note. Sorry, there's no word in Turkish that starts with soft G. It's just in the middle. Okay, so because we can't just start with it's really hard. Okay, let me get a sip of my tea. before I make the sound. Ağaç. Normally it's A, soft G, A, and the ç. There's no word for it in English. So it's like ağaç, ağaç, ağaç, ağaç. Okay, let me see another example. Yağmur, yağmur. Normally it's like double A here, yağmur, but the natives, we hear the difference. It's not just yağmur, yağmur. It's not like that. It's yağ, yağmur, or yağ, yağ. Let me see. Ağrı. It's pain. Ağrı, ağrı. Okay? Try to make that sound and the people will be looking at you. Okay, so the next letter is H. H in Turkish. Turkish is not very throaty language. Normally, the Istanbul Turkish especially, it's not, yes, the letter H, it's coming from the throat, but it's a very soft throat move. It's ha. It's not like nothing like that. But don't forget, we have different dialects in Turkish, especially the eastern part of Turkey and the more Kurdish, the south eastern part of Turkey is their dialects is more like Arabic, so it's more coming from the throat. So if you are visiting Turkey, for example, if you are going to Mardin or Diyarbakir or Urfa, some of their letters will sound different to you. So don't worry. It's normal. It's, you know, in every language there are different dialects. So, but normally in Turkish, the sounds of K and H, they are not very strong, not from very throaty. Okay. So let me check our letter. Yeah. H, ha, l, halı, halı, or hala, hala, hala, or hasta, hasta, sick. I'm giving you some tips about the meanings. Okay. Don't forget h, but not h. So the next one is j. This sound is, we don't have a lot of words with this sound. Of course we have, but it's not very common in Turkish. This is one of the less used letters. So, but we use it anyway. It's j. Like this. Do you see my j? It's like a mosquito. Okay, it's jale, jale, jale, j. Let me see. Je, le, or jargon, jargon. These, the letters with J, this J, generally coming from other languages. They are generally foreign letters. So you can keep that in mind. So let's continue. Now the letter is K. It's on the throat, but not very strong. Kaza. Kalp. Or people are doing something like that. I don't know that. Is this the heart? Something like that. I don't know. I know this heart. Kalp. Or cart. K. Kaza. Kalp. Cart. As I told you before, some part of Turkey, it can be kalp, ga. It's like k and g together, kalp. But that's not the, the Istanbul Turkish. But just know there are different dialects. So don't be confused. But normally when you're learning, try to say it not so throaty. Kalp, kaza, ka. Okay, now la, la la la la la la. This is, I think, very generic sound. L with your tongue. La la la la la. Le. Limon. Limon. Limon. La le. Lale. La le. Lale. And that's it. I don't have any other examples here. Okay, the next sound is M. Me. Very on the lips. Masa. Masa. Mimosa. Mimosa. Masal. Masal. Masal. Okay? The next one is N. N. Ne. Nane. Nane. Niye. Neden. Niçin. Nasıl. Nereye. N. Okay? All the questions in the world. Okay, the next one is P. P. Again, very on the lips. P. Para. Para. Prasa. Prasa. Prasa. Party. Party. Party. Party. And the next one is Se. Seda. Seda. Seda. Seda. Sema. Sema. Sema. Ses. Ses. Ses. The next one is sh. Sh. Sh. This is again very Turkish sound. The letter, the shape of the letter with the dot, S with the dot. Sh. Şaheser. Şaheser. Şahane. Şahane. Şans. Şans. Şans. Okay, the next one is T. T. T. T. Tabak. Tabak. Tarak. Tarak. Ters. Ters. Ters. Tencere. Tencere. Tencere. Okay. The last three one is V. V. V. V. Valiz. Valiz. Va. Va. Vaka. Vaka. Vakit. Vakit. And the next one is Y. Y. Y. Y. Yıldız. Yıldız. Yıldız. Yakın. Yakın. Yakın. Yalnız. Yalnız. Yalnız. And the last one is Z. Z. Z. The letter Z. Z. Zaman. Zaten. Zarf. Zaman. Zaman. Okay guys? Okay guys, before I go, I want to give you a small trick. We have a rule called ulama. There is no exact English word for it, but it means that you add the last letter of a word to the first one following it. So the reason is for that we like equal number of vowels and consonants in one word. For example, masa is a perfect word for us. There are two vowels and two consonants, but as you can imagine, not every word is like that. So we are trying to make it as if it as if it is while we are speaking using ulama. So I have a sentence here. First I will say it slowly, then I will say it quickly using ulama. The first one is slowly. İşinden eve dönen Ali yemekten önce duş aldı. İşinden eve dönen Ali yemekten önce duş aldı. And when I say it quickly, işinden eve dönen Ali yemekten önce duş aldı. If I slow my fast sentence down, it is like işinde neve dönen Ali yemekten önce duş aldı. As if there are equal consonant and vowels in one word. It's not like that, but when we read it, the way we read it is like that. So when you are having hard time, when you are watching a Turkish movie, remember that probably the speakers are using ulama a lot. That's why you are not catching the words separately. But in time you'll get used to it, so don't worry. And don't forget to study the vocabulary, find the vocabulary and memorize that. I will see you next time. Bye!
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.